Yesterday, June 3rd, 2016, we got the word that another one of our great leaders have passed. Rest in paradise,
Muhammad Ali, R.I.P. That's the title of this piece, you guys. On Friday, the Lord pulled the number for Cassius Clay, name that will never be mentioned twice in this poetic dedicate. The legend would want it this way. R.I.H., even in death, his legacy burns on. A quote by Sean Ingle of The Guardian. Powerful, captivating sentiment. I felt fitting to start this ode to the great one. By the way, Muslim, R.I.P. Muhammad Ali. Most definitely, the Lord building a mighty army in heaven. I do believe first Afeni Shakur, then the purple one, Prince. Now God has called home the greatest that ever lived, Muhammad Ali. As I write this, all is on the table, see. I mean religion, politics, etc. Ali taught us to speak up, use our gifts to bring attention to the racial injustices that still exist on in 2016. One thing I just don't get, many, no matter their financial status, often forget Muhammad Ali didn't just run his lips about how to fix the unfairness in this country. He witnessed, but he led by example, a role model for strength, a philanthropist. So he also put his money where his mouth was. Always a boxing legend, but a leader, ultimately L&L, man. Outside the ring, identified the issues, spoke up on things, no matter how controversial, like expressing his discontent toward the Vietnam War, for example. Political, as most wars are, Ali let him know, man, I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong. As the days, months, and years moved on, eventually the rest of the country came along with him. Right always wins out in the end. The wild thing about it is, as I internally reflect, then project my innermost thoughts and feelings, only halfway in 2016, many of our most strongest Americans, yes, they happen to be of African descent, and their strength came from much more than a fist. For Ali, that was his bread and butter that gave him the MIC and the STAGE to communicate the trickery taking place against the minority race in this country. Sadly to say, still prevalent today, but harder each and every day. Chains that us minorities can't break. Slavery still going on as we speak. What you get is not necessarily what you see. Bars have taken the place of change. Prisons are about money, a game to the main. Blacks are no more than a chess piece. Animals are how the racist system see. Some Caucasian peeps carrying out the agenda of your racist forefathers that documented that my beautiful black people were not your equal due to the color for the few that stood up. Muhammad led powers that be, hateful peeps, cast them out, see? We moving on. As I was saying previously, the strength and wisdom we've lost since the year begun cannot be recaptured. Activism in their own way, some quietly, and another, the man, the focus of this writing, Ali, spoke up against wrong in eloquent form, classy and articulate, arguably the first rapper to do it. I know this, labels, no disrespect in saying it. I'm just paying homage to his array of WORK. It's approximately 5:30 in the morning, HST. You might be asking why I didn't touch too much on boxing. Y'all want it going or what? Y'all want to keep this thing going? What's going on, Red? Man, we doing what we do here, brother. We doing what we do here, man. Creating things, originating, man. If they sleeping on us, that's their business. I ain't got nothing to say. It's a free country. Anyways, we're going to keep it moving. Hey, we sharing, man. We sharing. This is what I'm sharing is this work I just wrote a couple hours ago. Ode to Muhammad Ali, R.I.P. is the name of it. Ode to Muhammad Ali, R.I.P. is the name of it. You will not catch it on replay. If you're not following me on Instagram, that's where I will cut up some bits and pieces of it, throw a beat under it, and that's what will go on. Yaloha, I will erase this off of this Periscope. So let's do this thing. But you can catch bits and pieces of it on the IG. We keeping it moving. Thank you, JT. Let's do it. To be honest, I was a young kid during most of the time period Ali did all the selfless and wonderful things he did. So I only remember bits and pieces of the history, but as days go by, I'm sure I, like so many, will be reading, Googling, educating ourselves, because we know how shady the USA can be when it comes to accurately accounting for American history of those with melanin in their skin. Despicable, man. We built these cities, not on rock and roll, but our ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears dried up. H-U-R-T, my eyes water as I speak. I've gone on enough, B, but before the close of this, I want to say we the people have to take our rightful place today. Stop cowering away. Our parents are tired, passing away, have given their all for the freedom we have today. And by no way was it free, and by no way is it complete. Still so much to do, unlike my mama say, an ordinary man can make a difference. I know she spoke out of frustration. Too many times, those that said they would stand beside, left her behind, submitted to the man each and every time. We will find true justice one day, detached from the hoodwink. A handshake will mean something again. Congress will finally listen. Reparations is not given, but owed. Good enough for the influential 9/11 fam. Good enough for the black man. Y'all ready, man? Y'all ain't hearing me. They ain't hearing me. All the Periscope is asleep when I'm giving up myself completely, 110%. You know what I mean? Went to sleep, didn't have this written, thought about it. I knew I had to do it, right? The way that the Lord has blessed me to be able to do. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. Listen up, those living like Work on the CS, brothers and sisters. There's strength in numbers, 100. Stack one ordinary man on top of another, then another, then another. Wake up and fight, not with our fists, but with our wit and common sense. Ali would tell us this. His biggest accomplishments came outside the boxing ring. Your work will not be in vain, champ. The mag is bringing peeps together on a daily. Although many are distracted, I have hope the best and the brightest will keep your legacy in the fight for true diversity and equality alive. I do believe all things happen for a reason, and we all have a season to leave this earth. For 74-year-old Muhammad, whom has suffered enough but carried on. Although gone in the physical form, his spirit will always be here, live on. If we listen closely, go deep within ourselves, we can sometimes hear his classic line buzzing in our ear. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Just in these few words, to me, it speaks on balance. It describes the diversity and beauty of all things God made. And the most important thing it reinforces in me is that man is more than one-dimensional. So no need for labels. Just go out and do you. Define the impossible. Never let someone tell you you can capture your dreams too, as Muhammad Ali demonstrated we can do. He had so much wisdom and so many classic quotes too. So I had to close with one. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. That's what time it is, my brother. Hey, thank you, JT. Much appreciated, brother.
Aloha, great one. You will be missed.